St. Joseph's College for Women, Vishakhapatnam, Department of English welcomes you to the online course on professional communication and practice. Let me begin with a nice quote. The most powerful tool in aviation is not the aircraft, but clear and calm communication. I am Pramila, Assistant Professor in English, and I warmly welcome you all to this online course on professional communication and practice. Today, we begin Module 2, Communication in Aviation Industry, with a special focus on the role of air hostess and flight attendants. In this module, we will explore how communication functions in the aviation sector, particularly the language use, behavior, professionalism, and interaction skills required of flight attendants. In aviation, communication is not optional. It is essential for safety, service, and success. Let us now examine these aspects in detail. By the end of this module, you will be able to understand the role of communication in the aviation industry, use basic aviation terminology and professional expressions, interact confidently with the passengers and aviation staff, demonstrate effective verbal and non-verbal communication skills, handle routine passenger queries and service situations politely, deliver clear safety and service related messages, show professionalism, courtesy, and teamwork in aviation settings. Thus, this module prepares you for real life aviation communication. Hello learners. In this module, we will cover the following areas: Introduction to the aviation communication, essential vocabulary and phrases used in aviation, communicating with the passengers through announcements and instructions, handling passenger requests, complaints, and emergencies, cross-culture communication and customer service etiquette. Let us now begin with the introduction of aviation communication. Communication in the aviation industry is not just about speaking well. Rather, it is about ensuring safety, clarity, comfort, and professionalism at all times. Flight attendants serve as a bridge between the airline and its passengers. They communicate information, manage emotions, handle emergencies, and represent the airline's brand image. Therefore, effective communication reduces misunderstandings and anxiety among passengers. Hello viewers. Have you traveled by flight? Do you think how they speak? The flight attendants, they speak so precisely, right? Let us discuss role of communication for a flight attendant. A flight attendant's duties heavily depend on communication. They must give clear safety instructions, welcome and assist passengers, coordinate with the cockpit crew, handle complaints and emergencies. As a result, strong communication builds passenger trust, teamwork, and operational efficiency. Every message must be delivered politely, calmly, precisely, and confidently. Now let us discuss verbal communication refers to the spoken language used on board. Key aspects include clear pronunciation and appropriate speed, correct grammar and professional vocabulary, polite tone and respectful expressions, simple language for international passengers. Flight attendants must adapt their speech for safety briefings, service delivery, problem solving, and emergencies. Hence, verbal communication must be clear, accurate at all times. Now, in this slide, let's talk about nonverbal communication includes facial expressions, gestures, posture, eye contact, and appearance. For example, smiling creates a welcoming atmosphere. Confident posture assures passenger safety. Proper hand gesture supports safety demonstrations. Calm body language helps during the tense situations. Often, nonverbal communication speaks louder than words. Flight attendants use standard aviation language to avoid confusion. This includes boarding and welcome announcements, safety demonstrations, turbulence and delay announcements, landing and farewell messages. These announcements must be clear, audible, calm, professionally worded, and culturally neutral. Consistency ensures professionalism across airlines. In this slide, we discuss safety and emergency communication. Safety and emergency communication is the most critical responsibility of a flight attendant. During evacuations, medical emergencies, fire, smoke, or turbulence, communications must be firm and loud, short and direct, repeated when necessary, supported by strong nonverbal signals. In emergencies, communications must be authoritative, composed, and instantly understandable. Now we will talk about passenger interaction and customer service. Flight attendants interact with the passengers from diverse backgrounds. This includes greeting passengers, assisting with seating, handling food requests, and addressing fears or discomfort. Effective service communication involves active listening, empathy and patience, positive language, cultural sensitivity. The goal is to create a comfortable and pleasant flying experience. In this slide, we talk intercultural and multilingual communication. As everyone knows about, aviation is a global industry. Flight attendants must respect cultural differences, avoid offensive gestures, and use simple international language. They should also be sensitive to religious, dietary, and personal needs. Thus, cultural awareness improves passenger satisfaction and reduces conflict. Crew communication and team coordination. Effective communication among the cabin crew and pilots ensures safe and efficient operations. This includes pre flight briefings, reporting issues, coordinating service duties, and emergency teamwork. Crew communication must be precise, professional, confidential, and quick. Teamwork depends on communication. In this slide, let's talk about handling difficult situations and conflict communication. Flight attendants often deal with angry passengers, fear of flying, delays and cancellations, or medical or behavioral issues. Effective strategies include calm and polite tone, acknowledging passengers' feelings, using solution focused language, setting boundaries professionally. Good communication protects both the airline's reputation and onboard harmony. In this lecture, this is a very important topic, grooming, appearance, and professional etiquette. Appearance itself is a form of nonverbal communication. This includes uniform standards, personal hygiene, body posture, professional conduct. A well groomed flight attendant communicates discipline, trustworthiness, confidence, airline brand values. Professional etiquette supports both verbal and non-verbal effectiveness. To conclude, communication is the foundation of safety, service, and success in aviation. Every word, gesture, and expression contributes to passenger confidence, smooth operations, and emergency preparedness. Mastering communication skills prepares learners for a successful career in the aviation industry. We wrap up this lecture 1. See you in module 2, topic 2, essential vocabulary and phrases used in aviation. Thank you.